little bit under an hour to get ready, and I'm just gonna be taking you guys through and taking myself through how I get ready for a night out and everything that I've learned so far in terms of like mental preparation and stuff like that. I still get a little nervous when I go out because for the most part, when I go out, I'm normally on my own. Like, I'm going out with people that I know, but these are not people that I would trust with my life. So when I go out into these situations, I really have to be mentally prepared to like be my caretaker for the night. So got to keep it on lock. Uh, if you're drunk, you got to know when to exit, things like that. So I guess I'll just like take it through. I have to go shower really fast and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to be talking about like all the things that I do to keep myself sane on these types of nights. I've also had a lot of caffeine, so I might be a little jittery. Right now it's going to simmer down, but that's a huge thing that I also recommend to people who are a bit more faint of heart and in need of an iron grip on yourself while you're outside. Have a lot of caffeine before you go. That, let me go shower. I'm going to be right back. Biggest takeaway, like if you wanted to stop watching this video right now, my biggest thing that I would want you to take away from this is to make yourself comfortable at all costs. At all costs. It doesn't matter how crazy you look, how whatever, if you don't fit in with whatever crowd you're going with, make yourself comfortable at all costs. If you have a day to prep, always take your day to prep. Like, always take your time to move slowly into the excitement of going to a party because you have to like amp yourself up. And that's why I said about the caffeine and stuff like that, because it really does help you. I wanted to get a couple things done today. I did not end up getting them done, but I'm not sad or sore about it because I'm going out tonight. Like, I have to give myself the grace to say I can't get everything that I want to get done, and also get ready to go out for probably what is going to be a very fun but very taxing night, you know? So knowing your capacity is really everything. Coming down from that high level to get into specifics, so sleep the night before, sleep in if you need to, and really just spend the whole day getting ready for it, in my opinion. Like, this morning I woke up, I woke up at noon. I did my nails, which you might see in my writing blog that I'm going to be posting at some point around the time that this video comes out. But in the writing blog, I was doing my nails and I was like, hopefully have some time to write, but I'm not going to be too sore about it. I might just come back home and write later. And so that's what I'm ending up having to do because I'm like, I'm giving myself the time, to say that I understand myself very well and understand that, I need the time. I'm worth the time. So I took my shower last night and then I take a shower before I go because I like to put on fresh products and stuff like that. And I feel like layering products over the moisturizer that I had on last night is kind of a lot. So yeah, sleep in late. Caffeine, definitely. I took pre-workout because, some muscle recovery and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll help me like have a lot of energy for tonight as well. And then also do something to calm yourself down. So pre-workout and then maybe like a cup of wine is how I pre-game. And then I go out and I do whatever I want. Also like eating a little bit and stuff. And taking the time to understand your face, which is the tough part, which I'm going to try and do right now. I feel like my mind goes blank whenever I try to explain the steps that I take, which is why I stopped making get ready with me's in the first place. Because this used to be a makeup channel. And I was like, every time I did my makeup, I would have like nothing to say. I would just be doing my makeup and it wasn't really as good as I wanted it to be. But my moisturizer, skin prep, the body is done. Now I'm just gonna do my makeup and hopefully it does not come out raggedy, but if it does, it'll be dark. Planning the night before also with your outfit. For me, I ordered a new outfit. But just making sure that it's something that you're definitely gonna be comfortable in. I get very aggravated by tight fabrics, hot weather, jewelry hanging off of me. So when I plan an outfit and I know that I'm gonna be like out of my element in a sense, I plan it to be very comfortable. So I'm wearing these pants and they look so cute on me. But they're also like stretch fabric. So instead of wearing actual jeans, I got like yoga pants that look like jeans because I was like, I need to be able to get out of these fast when I'm in the club if I need to use the bathroom. What else do I need to do? I need to do my thingy. I have like a million different pieces on the counter right now, so bear with me. I need to be able to um, breathe in my clothing and stuff like that. I don't know about other people, but if I'm like drinking or something like that, I feel like very out of body. So just wearing something that won't completely take me out of it is very helpful. Um, they don't teach you that a lot. They say dress for the event. Definitely wear the heels, but find like comfortable heels. So I had to search pretty far to find comfortable Mary Janes that were platforms because I have flat feet, so I always wear platform shoes. And then alongside that, like I said, not wearing anything that would disrupt me. So my jewelry for today is going to be very minimal. Also, that comes down to the makeup when it comes to like being comfortable. So I wear this lightweight tinted sunscreen instead of doing a full face of makeup when I go out because I know this is going to come off super easy when I get home tonight. And if it looks bad, it'll be dark. So, make those concessions. Don't go out feeling like you need to be perfect or unsure of yourself because from what I've seen every single time I enter a club or a party or something like that, nobody knows what to do with themselves. Like everybody is kind of trying to stand in a corner and not be in anybody's way, or they're trying to get their drinks. It's one or the other. And if you're not trying to get a drink, you're out of the way in the corner. Another huge thing I would tell you for like on arrival, don't be afraid to be a wallflower. Like don't be afraid to be somebody in the corner that nobody's looking at or anything like that. Just show up and have a good time or try to have a good time, however it may find you and however you're comfortable. Because I know a lot of people get there and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be the person who doesn't dance and stuff like that. But if you're not used to dancing, that's not the time to try it. That's not the time to try it. Honestly, the time to try it is before you get there. Not to say that you can't dance, like if you're good at it or if you're comfortable, but in my opinion, it's all about not expending yourself, basically. So do your makeup however best you can, pick your outfit however comfortable it may be, show up however you're able to at that moment. So to get more into the party club atmosphere, I've only really been to like Manhattan clubs, so they're not like too rowdy, I would say. Unless you stay there till like the end of the party, then it gets like kind of rough. But I usually leave a little bit before then. I forgot what I was saying. The caffeine is taking me out. Your mind starts going blank before you get there. If you're new to it, nervous about it, I'm still nervous about it a year into doing it. And every time I'm getting ready, I always say to myself, I don't really want to go. And that's not true because I experience FOMO. Okay? I get FOMO real bad. That's why I'm going tonight. I just don't go out of my way to look for party invitations. I'm more of a concert person because concerts, it's usually too packed to do anything outrageous, especially if it's a popular concert. But at a party, there is sometimes room, there is sometimes not room. Hopefully, in editing, I'll be able to pick up what I was saying because I completely lost that train. I meant that in terms of atmospheres where you go to have fun. I would prefer a concert traditionally because everybody's there for the exact same thing, the exact same purpose, and you could dance, you could not dance. Nobody's going to judge you for that. But at a party, everybody is there with their own intentions. And for me, that can kind of muddy the experience. But ultimately, parties are more accessible. But moving on to the groups of people that you go with, because that's also very important, like knowing who's going to be there and who has your back when you're in a situation like that is very important. I don't want to like psych people out and say, oh my gosh, it's like not even that dangerous. Like, you have to party. You have to party. It is a core tenet of life. You have to do it. You don't have to, but you really should. It's fun to be a little rowdy, and even if you don't enjoy being rowdy, it's fun to watch people be rowdy and see what it's all about. I feel like this is no longer my shade because this is a winter shade, so it's gonna come out a little light on me. Don't laugh too much, okay? Because we're going out at night. I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes a bit. Hope that doesn't get too cakey, but it always does because I'm not great at setting my face. So knowing who you can rely on in a situation, honestly, if you are a young black girl, I recommend that the first time you go out and party, be with other black girls in similar age brackets, maybe a bit older, maybe not. The first time I went out to a club, I went out with my non-black friends, and I love them so dearly. But the way that they were conducting themselves was not something that I would ever feel safe doing. And I've run into this time and time again when I go out with non-black people, where they do something very rowdy that would very likely get me arrested, but they're okay with putting me in that danger because they've never been in that type of danger before. So situational awareness is very key. Don't follow anybody on anything. And if you do get yourself into a situation where you have followed somebody, because I'm not perfect, of course, I've gotten myself into that situation. How do you think I learned the lesson? If you get yourself into that situation, raise hell. Raise hell, be as loud as you need to, get yourself out. That's something very important that I wish somebody told me, because I've only had to use that tactic once and it probably saved my life. Just gonna set my face before I do anything else. I can't even look at the time when I'm doing my makeup because I'm not gonna move fast. I was saying last night that because I'm wearing kind of a low contrast outfit, I would have to do my eyebrows a bit heavier than I normally do. Just to kind of like bring out my face. I have kind of low contrast facial features. I don't like to do too much to my eyebrows because I am a survivor of 2016 eyebrow blindness. So I like to check myself a little before I start getting crazy. Okay, I have mirrors all around me, so that's why I'm looking from here to here to here, like. Okay, you know what? Let me check how the train is moving. My train is good for the night. I might have blush blindness now, but I'll discover that in a few years. Not tonight. I think it's good. I think one side of my face has more blush than the other, but that's okay because I put the finishing powder over this, so it's okay if it's a little bright. And then I go back in with baked blush. Also, always have a reason to sneak off to the bathroom during the function. Okay, take like 3 bathroom breaks just to get your bearings. It's nice, but I can't put too much of this because it will make my skin look a bit too red. And I'll blend right in with a blush, and I won't be happy about that. I swear I'm blush blind because I cannot see anything coming off on my skin. So I'm wearing purple, so I think I'm gonna put a little bit of pink on. I was gonna do pink anyway. What am I talking about? Doing your makeup before is also very calming. As you can see, I have brought down my speech rate by probably many milliseconds, and I am almost ready to go. Okay, can you see the difference between the two? I can't. No, I can't. Really think I should add. The clubs, parties, bars, whatever, drunk thoughts are true feelings. And I've learned that the hard way. The act of social drinking is going to be the place where a lot of things are going to be thrown your way. If you believe it. No, you believe it. You get it. This is kind of like related to the bubbly black girl thing that's been going around like TikTok and YouTube for I feel like most of this month, where it's like people are constantly trying to check bubbly black girls. And if you're somebody who comes off very happy, especially in those types of environments, you become a bit of a target. Like people try and play with you a bit more than they should. But you know, the best part about drunk thoughts becoming drunk feelings, don't be afraid to tell somebody off. Because, like, especially if it's just one person, like, don't be afraid to kill the vibes. Kill them. Because, what? You got me messed up. So, yeah, like, don't be afraid to kill those vibes. Don't be afraid to be shy. Don't let anybody tell you to act in any other way than how you feel like acting. Because that is the fastest way to have your experience ruined. But like, just expect it. So when it does happen, you're kind of just like, I'm glad I found you early. Especially if it happens early in the night. Because it's like, you've been waiting to say that to me for a while. And you waited until I was having a good time to say it. When you're getting ready, never wear the shirt that you're trying to wear out. Because I have makeup all on this headscarf now. And I would have had to run back and wash my thing again had I worn it while I was getting ready. Okay. Deep breaths. So now the final question of the night for myself. Do I want the look to be bold or do I want it to be subtle? I could do clear gloss or I could do a nude. And there's something about nudes when, like a nude for your skin type. So obviously, if you have eyes, I'm dark skinned. So my nude shade is a very, very dark, like purple or brown. And I'm like, it's super bold. I don't know if I want to do it or not. This is my own personal dilemma. I'm telling you to be bold and make yourself comfortable. I don't know. I'm gonna wear a bold lip. It's gonna happen. Girl, do you like it or not? Let me put on my top and see if I like it. Okay, I have 10 minutes to go, so it kind of doesn't matter if I like it or not, but I like it. I like it. And then hair down or up. Oh, ooh, girl. I don't know. I like it. I like it. So my concessions that I'm making is a necklace, earrings, because I always wear earrings anyway, so that won't be too hard, and a very cute belt. If I could get it free of this packaging. Dang, I might be packaging these things like you gonna steal it after you buy it, bro. And I am just gonna leave my bathroom as a disaster. I hope my family will forgive me. I normally put these types of necklaces into choker mode as best as I can because I don't like a dangling necklace. Of course, the clasp is impossible to work with. That is one of my favorite features of cheap jewelry. An impossible clasp. All right, let's hope I don't lose it because I definitely broke that. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. And then a little bit of this. Okay. So this is kind of just a cover up for when I get there because I don't like feeling things on my back. And this is an open back shirt. And then I'm gonna wear a sweater or like a cute jacket over it. I might steal something from my mom. I think she has a white jean jacket I could take. And I'll just put that over this and I'll be done. Let me get the belt, all right? Is it too much? Probably. I don't care. Okay. And hopefully it doesn't break. All right. I gotta run out of here. You guys, so this is the completed look. I got my platform, Mary Jane's. I am a platform addict. Sorry to show you the screen so you can see me in like infinity. And I do apologize for the mirror being dirty, but at this point, I cannot do much with it. I love the way that this came out. I literally am late. Like, I have 10 minutes before I'm officially like late. So I'm gonna go, and I am going to go trusting the knowledge that I have from my year of experience, trusting that, you know, the situation will be in my favor and that I know how to protect myself and take care of myself, which is the most important thing that you have to believe when you go out on nights like this. Your intuition is everything on a night like this. Even if you're going out to have fun and be carefree, you're also going out to be yourself. So being yourself means trusting yourself, trusting if you see stuff going wrong, trusting if you see stuff going right, talking to the right people, you know, making the right friends. All of that is important and it's fun, and you know, it's something that you don't get used to for a while, but you're not going to get used to it if you stay at home. So I will be going out looking as fine as possible, and I'm going to have a fun time with or without the people that I go with. But I am back home. I am so outrageously tired. It's 5 p.m. I've done brunch, I've done parties, bottomless brunch, parties, thrifting, photos. My feet are killing me. Like, my toes are literally numb. I didn't even think toes could get that numb. And now I'm like, damn, do I have to go to a podiatrist? But the toes are numb, but a good time was had for both days. And that's about
12 collective hours of going out in the span of 2 days. But my next week, no, my week is pretty packed. The last week of June, obviously, like there's Pride and everything, it's going to be packed. But I get some resting time for the weekend, so that's great. And I'm really glad that I went. I'm glad that I went, and I'm glad that I'm home so I can sleep. A love letter to all my late bloomers, all my shy girls, all my only daughters, all my oldest daughters. You got this. Probably. You won't know until you try. And if you try it and you're like, I don't got this, that's fine too. So you can very confidently say to people, like without even doubting yourself, I know I don't have this. Leave me alone. Like that's also added benefit. So, you know, yeah, I'm just rambling. I'm so tired. I'm signing off. I'm signing off. Oh my God. Let me go to bed. Let me take a nap on this chair right now.
The caffeine makes me nervous. But what was I saying? My eyes are doing bad eye things. I have to check and see how the train's moving, because if the train screws me up tonight, I'm going to cry real tears.